Hello everyone, in this video I would like to explain to you the inclusionary zoning which was passed by City of Toronto Planning Department back in November 2021, which will be in effect starting fall of 2022 for every new pre-construction project in the City of Toronto. As we know, Southern Ontario and City of Toronto are currently in a housing crisis, as some experts say. There's just way too many demands for the housing, and there's just not enough housing to meet this demand. Just last year in 2021, there were about 220 immigrated to Canada, and out of that, usually roughly about half of them come to the Southern Ontario. On average in Southern Ontario and GTA, there are about 35,000 houses are being built on a yearly basis, and as you can see, this is just nearly not enough for the new amount of people that are coming into the Southern Ontario, and they need housing to start their new life. A lot of these new houses are targeted for investors and affluent part of society. But in order to have a diverse society in Toronto and GTA, government needs to build more affordable housing to improve cities' overall housing affordability and attract more labor forces to keep building the city. Since government cannot build as efficiently and as quickly as private sector, City of Toronto decided to adopt an inclusionary zoning policy that would require any new residential development to include affordable housing unit. This means that from beginning of September 2022, any new development will have 5 to 10% of their units as affordable housing, and that number will be moved to 8 to 22% by 2030. From outside, this seems like an effort by city to have more of an inclusive housing policy, specifically in areas that are on transit line. However, we know the cost of construction, the cost of land, and the development charges aren't going down anytime soon. By this policy, city is actually making the housing less affordable for other sector of the society and for other units. Why? Because for developers, in order to make the project feasible and profitable, and yes, they need to make profit because they need to stay in business, they distribute the cost, the overhead, and the profit of that 5 to 10% affordable units to the other 90 and 95% of the units, therefore making the price of the other 90% more expensive for the people that want to purchase new housing and for those type of condos or units. So you can see these policies, by trying to make the housing affordable, they're actually making it unaffordable for the majority of the units, for the new pre-construction units that will come out to the market. From outside, this seems like an effort by City of Toronto to have more of an inclusive housing policy, specifically in areas that are on transit line. It'll be interesting to see how these new policy will impact the sales of these new built, as some end users may not be happy that they have to share condo with an affordable units, but a lot of times what I see is that the developers will have a separate lobby and a separate entrance for all the affordable units and just the regular units. But you know what, it is an effort by city to make the housing more affordable. As someone that works in the industry, I want the housing to be affordable. I want to have a lot of supply, and I want to essentially have a balanced market. So anything that the city does to add more supply, I encourage it. But you know, sometimes these policies, they don't see what is the consequence of implementing the policy, and this is one of those cases that I'm not sure if it's gonna help the prices, especially the prices of the new built condos, but we'll wait and see. You know what, I'm interested to see what's your take on this, and what do you think about this new policy?